Hello to our wonderful friends that's watching today. Welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. Neil and I went to Lexington today and we stopped at the Peddlers Mall up there. Here's what we saw. This was a bicycle and they had made a shelf on top. That was so cute. This was something different that I hadn't seen before. The roses and then the bird's nest with eggs. And this sweet little boy's picture. Have you ever seen anything any sweeter? Then I think this was one of the old-time cabinets. It didn't have anything special in it, but it was a nice cabinet. And I like these green plates. There were several of them. This one of an old fireside scene. And then the fruit. That green just looks so good to me today. Now I gave myself a challenge today. I was going to see if I could find things to decorate with for Christmas. And I saw the reindeer there. Now this was some type of a cup for winning a horse race or something that was there. And remember, I was in Lexington. But this was a picture of a coal mine. And then here were some horses. Remember, I've been in Lexington and I got some gorgeous horse pictures today. And here's something I hadn't seen before and I really like that. I'm liking apples lately. And here was a Coca-Cola sign. I don't think I've seen this one before either. And here was a little Santa that looked so good. And someone had painted him and they did a good job, I thought. And then here was Mrs. Santa. So if you need a Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa, right there you go. And these candles would look good outside your door for Christmas. But here was my favorite piece today. I saw this sideboard or buffet, and I thought that was really pretty. They did a great job painting it. And there was another little cabinet that was in the same booth. And you probably can't tell, but this was a huge picture frame, and it was such a beautiful one. Then here was a good sign. I like that real well. I thought that would look good in a dining room. And I loved these rooster pillows. I'm not sure if they were hand done, but they were gorgeous. And they had several busts. I saw quite a few, but this little girl was particularly pretty. And then there was a little boy on the other side. And then here was another horse head, and it was a metal cutout. That would look really good in your living room. And this was just an unusual glass. If you'll look there, it's got pieces kind of put together. And this was a Paul Sawyer returning home picture, and I thought that was a gorgeous picture. And here's Neil. He's checking out some things in the booth, and right here's what caught his eye. He liked this shelf with the horseshoes on it. And there was another cute as could be Santa. I saw a lot of pretty Santas today. I like this one too. I like the sparkles on him. And then this was portraying Jesus as the shepherd. And there's another Santa. I thought this one was really cute too. And this was 6 cloth napkins. and they look to be in perfect shape. And I love to decorate with sleighs. So I have a big old bell and some ribbon that I put on a sleigh, much like this, beside my front door. And then there were some skis. And here was just like a little cow with the word milk on it. And that would kind of be cute in a farmhouse kitchen. Now these two pictures you're going to see now, they're two horse heads, and I thought they were just so pretty. And this says this is one of the Derby winners. I guess maybe both of them might have been. I'm just not sure. And then this horse picture with the mare and the little colt. Have you ever seen anything that was any sweeter than that? And then Neil found these. They were different things that someone, I guess, had cut with a chainsaw. I'm not really sure how they done those. It's very unusual. They had some bears, and then of course the one with the welcome sign. You'll see some more later. But look at the Santa with the Coca-Cola bottle. I like that. That's a cookie jar. And here's some more of the carvings. They did a UK carving. They're going to be just mingled in here with the other things. And I thought that was cute. That little plate. I put two of those in there for you to see. There's Grandma and Grandpa reading to all the littles. And there's another carving with an owl on it, a welcome one. Then there were several of these owl ones. And then here was a blue jay. And one of the schools where we're from, they have a blue jay for their emblem, and that would be really neat for them. And there was another bear with the welcome sign. And I loved this cow picture with the cow and the calf here. And there was a turkey, and that was kind of like, I'm not exactly sure what it was made out of. It wasn't like concrete, it was something else. And I really liked the iron. And here was a basket birdhouse. I don't think I've ever seen one of those either. And look at the sweet little baby. Now, this picture does not come out as stunningly beautiful as it was. That was a gorgeous picture. It was $85. It was a lioness. And there were several horse heads there. And then I found some candles that you could use for Christmas. And that was a little, I think it was it looked plastic, I'm not sure, but it looked like a little plastic horse. And this was a seat that someone had made into a table. And I really liked that. And of course, I'm going to stop and look at the chicken, the rooster that they painted. And I just took a bunch of pictures of different Christmas tree decorations. Some of them looked to be handmade and some of them wouldn't. They had some little wreaths there that I felt like were handmade. But they had all sorts of things like that. You could have decorated an entire tree many times over with the little Christmas ornaments that they had. Now this next thing is a picture that is hand done. It's a crewel, it's called crewel, and that was $75. And this was an Asian fishing basket. I had never seen one of those before. Tell me in the comments if you have. And this was a vintage Korean brass duck. It was a box, the top came off. It was a trinket box. And then here was, they called it a fancy horse. And there was an entire booth of the radon. Some really pretty pieces. And then these were some metal pieces that Neil saw. And there were quite a few of those, and these are much larger than you can actually see here. There was like a boat, all sorts of lawn decor, I guess you would call it. Some little trucks. And Christmas trees. And a cute little frog there. And then I saw this little red cabinet. It was small. It was probably about 36 inches high, but that was really a nice little cabinet. Oh, here's a closer one of the little frog, little metal frog. Here's another horse head. I really like this one. And I hope you can see the picture of the, I don't know if that's a spaniel or what that is, but that was a really pretty picture of a dog. And this is Speedy Scott Trotting Triple Crown winner. And this was a wash dresser, it called it. I tried my best to get the top open. I think it comes open, but I never could. Then here was a radio tot wagon. And saddles galore. I could not tell you the number of saddles. So Neil just did a video going all the way around the edge of all the saddles that they had there. Some of them seemed to be English riding saddles, just different kinds of saddles. They sure were pretty. And isn't that cute how they had them set up on that fence? So we enjoyed looking at those. And then I spotted this leather chair. And that would look good in a gentleman's office. And I saw this sewing machine drawer. And I've been wanting to get those, but they are so expensive. Like that one is $21. And here was a pretty chair. Just an odd little chair, but I liked it. And this was a lamp that they had changed. It was like a coal oil lamp, but they had changed it into a regular lamp. And I was really attracted to this painting. Now this is a paint by number. After I got close enough to it, I could tell that. There were two of those that I saw. And there's an Amish man's hat. And they had this big old artificial cowhide rug there. And these are something that I really like. These are the courier knives, and they come in trays and calendars and a lot of different things. These were some of the nicest ones that I've ever seen. You know, a lot of times you'll see them and they're rusty, but these were almost perfect condition. And then I really like this hutch. It was a huge hutch. And here was like a teapot, I guess you would call it. It had like a dragon head on the end of it, but look beneath that at that huge copper tray. It was gigantic. And then there's an antique brass chest with a picture of a ship on it. And an old-time telephone like they used to have when I was young. And there was another interesting table. It had like fish supporting the top of it, and it was glass. And this little seat, I'm not exactly sure what it was, but it was very interesting. And I found a second buffet there. Now this is a really nice one, but I prefer the painted buffets. And here was another table that was an interesting find. And this was like a potato box, potatoes and onions. And it had a horse and carriage. And this is a kingfisher in that picture. And here was an old copper coffee pot. Look at the patina on that thing. Now this was my favorite picture that I saw today. It was $800 and it was gorgeous. Then here's some more. Some of these are handmade as well. Some are crocheted or something, some type of needlework. And then some were just your ordinary ones that you can buy. And then I saw some stockings, and since I was looking at different things at Christmas time to show you, I found a lot of stockings for you to see. And look at that cute little one there with the snowman. And then here was a homemade desk, and that was so nice. Someone had probably made that for their child at some time. Well, friends, that ends what we saw today, but I want to leave you with this beautiful star in the sky that I guess some airplanes have made. Thanks for joining us today. May God bless you and your family, and we hope to see you again next Tuesday. By the way, we will be showing you the finished product of our Four Seasons room, but we haven't gotten the curtains up or the curtain rods, so hopefully we'll have that next week. We've had a really busy week. Bye, friends.